Hi everyone, it's Heeman, and today I'm coming to you from the greenhouses here at Heeman. And as you can see, we've got some seedlings growing in front of us now, and today we're going to be talking to you about how to sow the native seeds that are in this package. In this, you're going to find a whole bunch of native wildflower and grass seeds that are part of species that are native to our area, which means that long before we had moved in here, the area around looked a lot like the plants that are going to be inside this package, which are going to provide a whole host of benefits, and we'll get into those as well as how to actually sow these and have great success with them when you plant them later on this year. So you might be wondering to yourself, why would I want to plant these native seeds and why would I want to have native plants in my backyard? Well, native seeds will grow into those native wildflowers and grasses, which are the natural flora and fauna that were here long before we were. And not only are they going to be more hardy, more disease resistant, and better suited for our climate, they're also going to provide a much needed source of food and shelter for bees, butterflies, birds, and other insects that are in our area naturally. And you're going to help to reestablish and bring those into your yard and create a nice ecosystem for those native species to be able to thrive in our area. Normally, if you are planting seeds inside around this time, going from late winter into early spring, it's a great time to be sowing those seeds. You'd be grabbing yourself some premium potting mix like this, maybe your seed starting trays and your dome to go over top, and you'd be doing it this way. But with these native seeds, we are not actually going to be using this method at all. In fact, we're going to be waiting until the weather outside is going to be just right, and then we're going to actually sow them directly into the ground outdoors. Before you start planting outside, we need to know how big of an area we want to find and how tall these plants are going to grow. So the seed packet that you have here has enough seeds to cover between 3 and 5 square meters, or 30 to 50 square feet. So when you are selecting that, you'll also want to know that the plants can grow between 18 inches tall all the way up to 60 inches, which is 5 feet. Keep that in mind because you want to make sure that this space is going to be suitable once these plants have become established. There are two main times when we are going to be transplanting these or sowing these seeds outdoors: fall or the spring. Of course, fall is going to be the most like nature, where the seeds are on the plants, they've fallen off of the pods and they've fallen into the ground. The winter covers them up with the snow, and then they come through and they break dormancy and start growing. That is going to be the most traditional, and if that's the case, then you're just going to find your area, broadcast the seeds, and then stomp them in to the ground, getting them nice and evenly covered in the soil so that they're not buried in, but they're just in amongst the soil so the moisture can transfer in. And really, after you've done that in the fall, that's the only thing that you need to do. You just let nature take its course come springtime. But if you're watching this in the spring and you'd like to plant these in the ground now, the best time would be any time in April, after the frost is really after the snow is really kind of broken and we're coming into warmer periods of growing, all the way into July. When you do have that area that you want to broadcast the seeds into, you're going to sprinkle them in after loosening up the soil just a little bit so the seeds can be in and around that soil. You're going to stomp on them gently to get the seeds into the soil, and then you're going to water the seeds over top for the first couple weeks just to make sure that the soil is consistently moist so the seeds can germinate. As we said before, there's a whole bunch of different seeds in here, so some will germinate more quickly than others. So keep that in mind, that some of them will take a good amount of time or warmer weather before they really start to hit their stride and break out. With native seeds, like a lot of other perennials, there is going to be a waiting period before they're really going to be fully established. With a lot of the things that are in your seed packet, we could see up to 3 or 4 years before they really are at the maximum height and glory in terms of show and flowering. But as we talked about before, there is a ton of benefits for that, so I promise you they are definitely worth the wait. We hope this video has been helpful for you. If you need more information about planting your seeds, we do have a link on our website for planting these native wildflowers outside, the seeds for them. Or you can always reach out to us here at Heeman's. We'd be happy to cover these or any gardening questions you might have. Thank you so much, and good luck planting your native seeds.